We are doing this question of May June 2023. Question number 1, IAL accounting. It is related to standard costing. Okay, please read the question properly for me.
You are the cost accountant at Baulat Steel plc, a company that produces steel scaffold tubes. So the company
Okay,
uses standard costing system, and the management account for April 2023 have been partly prepared. The
okay.
following information is available for April 2023.
Hmm.
So the opening inventory of steel on 1st of April 2023 was 27,720 kilograms purchased
Okay,
at the price of.
wait. Can you tell me what figure is this? Is this the actual price or what it is?
This is
Actual
the actual
quantity?
this is the actual quantity purchased.
Is the actual quantity of opening inventory or actual quantity of purchased?
Purchases. I
Okay.
mean, it is the opening inventory as well.
It is the actual quantity of your opening inventory and
Yeah,
it is purchased at
0.78, which is the actual rate.
actual price. Okay. Read ahead.
During the month of April, Ballard Steel plc was able to purchase 50,000 kilograms of steel at a price of 0.78.
So again, this is the actual quantity purchased.
Yeah.
Actual price still remains the same for the material.
Yep.
Yeah. This is the
Yeah.
actual price for material.
Yes, the actual price of material.
Okay. Read ahead.
And a budgeted production figure of 1,980 scaffold tubes for April 2023 was achieved.
Okay. So you were making scaffold tubes, but this
Yeah.
cannot be the budgeted material quantity. This is the units, right?
Yeah.
Okay, read
So,
ahead.
okay.
Yeah, read
So
ahead.
each scaffold tube was budgeted to use 28 kilograms of steel at a price of zero point 0.8 per kilogram.
So this is the standard rate.
Yeah,
This is
0.8.
the standard rate, your standard price for materials. Can you
Yeah,
give me the standard quantity for material?
that'll be the total of all of them.
No, standard quantity for
Oh,
material.
standard quantity for material. Uh,
So I would say standard
28,
quantity for material.
28, 8, 28
Okay, it is 1980 cubes into 28
into 0.8, but that is for the rate.
cc's.
Never mind.
This is standard quantity for material.
Hmm.
Standard quantity for the material is 1980 into 28.
Yeah,
So this is 55,440.
55,440.
Okay, very good. Now they want budgeted the sales figure of 1980 scaffold tubes was achieved. That means this is the actual quantity, actual units.
Yeah, 55,400.
Okay, fine, very good. Now they want us to find what material usage variance.
Uh,
Can you,
but uh,
yeah, tell
but
me.
that does not become the actual quantity though, miss.
1980 was
Because
budgeted, 1980 was sold.
yeah,
Units.
that does not come under.
Actual production 1980, actual sold 1980. That means the flex is also for 1980 units and the actual
Yeah.
budget is also for 1980 units.
Mm,
Now the variance is only arriving out of the number of kgs that you've used to make these 1980 units, the material.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. This is the thing.
So at 30th April 2023, the closing inventory of steel was 20,240 kilograms.
Okay, so this is the actual closing inventory.
Yeah. So that's the actual quantity.
No,
Yeah.
let's talk about the material usage variance first. How do you get the material usage variance?
Standard quantity minus actual quantity.
Material usage variance is the standard quantity. I hope you're doing it along with me.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
so it would be standard quantity
Minus actual
minus what?
quantity
Quantity
into. into standard rate.
Okay. Standard quantity minus actual quantity into the standard rate.
Yeah,
You know your standard quantity is how much?
21621.6.
Standard quantity. Standard quantity for
Oh,
1980 scaffold tubes was 28 kilograms.
yeah, yeah, it's 55.
So
I
standard
mean,
quantity is
for 1980
standard
is
quantity
28,
is how much?
28.
55,440 kgs.
But that's because
Yeah.
each is being used. Yeah,
Okay. Let's talk about the actual quantity. Actual quantity used. They've not given us directly the actual quantity used. They told us opening was so much, purchase
closing.
was so much, and closing is so much.
Yeah,
They have not given us this actual quantity used. So I say I have to find out this actual quantity used.
yeah.
Do I know the standard rate, standard price?
Standard, yes.
How much?
0.78. Sorry, 0.8.
Standard price is how much? Where
That
is
is the
standard price per
that,
kg? Yeah. So
yeah,
the standard
0.8.
price per kg is $0.80.
Yes.
Now our entire struggle is to find out what? Actual quantity.
Yeah.
So I will leave this space over here and I will go and find out the actual quantity. Actual
Uh,
quantity of material used.
yeah, so it will come the opening inventory basically.
So how do you get the actual quantity of material used? It would be the opening inventory
Opening inventory and then the purchase of 50,000 kilograms of steel
at purchases minus the
minus
closing
closing,
inventory.
which is 20,240.
Closing inventory is how much? 27,
57,480. 480.
27,720.
Huh?
Opening
Oh,
inventory.
opening, yes, is 27,720.
Purchases is
50,000.
and closing inventory is
20,240.
20,240. So your actual material use becomes how much?
57,480.
So it becomes 57,480 kilograms.
Yeah.
This quantity was not given to us directly. So we
Hmm.
had to find it. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So 57,480 kilogram is the actual quantity.
Actual quantity.
So
Yes.
55,440 minus actual quantity we found out. It is 57,480
Hmm.
into the standard rate $0.80.
Yeah. But you
Now
have to
you have to
first subtract.
determine adverse or
Uh,
negative. You expected to use this much. You have
yeah.
used this much.
Yeah.
You've used less or more.
You used more.
You have used more. So the answer would be adverse.
Adverse.
Okay, how much?
Uh,
Say
negative 1632.
1632 adverse.
Yeah.
So this is with the material usage variance.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
Let's go to the material price variance.
Yeah.
Come on, material price variance. How will you?
Standard rate minus actual rate into actual quantity.
Let's talk about material price variance. Formula is what?
Standard rate minus actual rate into actual quantity.
Into actual quantity. What was the standard rate?
0.8. 0.
What is the actual rate?
0.78.
And actual quantity used, we just found out. It was how much?
57,480.
57,480 kgs.
Yeah. That
So,
will come up to 1149.6.
sorry,
The number is 1149.6.
adverse or favorable?
This is favorable.
Okay. So this is favorable.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have your material price variance,
Hmm.
which is favorable.
Yeah.
You have your material,
Which is usage, which is adverse.
you have your material usage variance.
Basically, you subtract them both.
Sorry,
You subtract them both.
why
I
you
mean,
have to subtract?
sorry, add.
Can you give me the material usage variance?
It is negative 1632. Negative 163.
162 adverse.
Yeah, adverse. And then
Okay, now
plus
they want the total material cost variance. What do they want?
total material cost variance. So it's
So total
a-
material cost variance is made up of two things.
standard rate
What?
plus actual quantity.
Material usage variance plus material price variance.
Both
Okay.
there.
Material
Yeah.
usage variance is 1632 adverse. So
Yeah.
negative.
Negative
Material price variance is
one
1149.60
6.
favorable. So this is positive. So
Yeah.
all the answer is positive or negative.
It's
Adverse
it's
is more,
negative. It's negative.
favorable is more. So overall it is point.
It's not more. Favorable is lesser than the negative number.
Yeah, so overall the answer will be negative, right?
Yeah.
So it is 482.40 adverse.
Adverse. Yeah.
Material cost variance is 482.40 adverse. Are you with me?
Yes.
So we found the material usage variance, we found the material price variance, and we also found out the total material cost variance. Are you
Yeah.
with me?
Yeah.
Now the next part. What are they saying?
Okay, so complete the spaces in the table and the question paper, inserting a figure into each of the boxes labeled A to M.
Okay. So you have to complete the space in the table and insert a figure for it. Are you with
Yeah.
me? Let's
Yeah.
go to it. So this is your table.
Yeah.
And you have to complete this table and insert a proper figure. You have
Hmm.
found out. You already found out what?
The variance.
Material cost variance as per budget and actual.
Yeah. So that answer is already there with us.
Tell me,
Hmm. So it's 1632 and 1149.6.
well, listen over here. You have to fill this budget, actual, and variance.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we talk about variance, we are talking about the total variance.
Yeah.
So direct material total variance, how much we found out?
What?
We found out the direct material total variance, right?
Yeah, 55,440.
Direct material total variance.
Oh, sorry. Direct material total variance was wait.
482.40 adverse.
Yeah.
Now you have to fill this missing information as per budget, as per actual.
Yeah.
Budget would be standard rate, standard quantity.
Yeah. Actual will be actual rate into actual quantity.
Standard quantity for actual production. Okay, this is always remember.
Hmm.
Actual production is 1980 units. And actual will be actual rate into actual quantity
Yeah.
for actual production. Let's talk about budget. Standard rate was 0.80.
Yeah.
Standard quantity for actual production was 1980 into 28. That is 55,440.
Yeah.
So what is the amount that you are getting when you multiply this?
Uh,
44,350.
44. Yeah, 44,352.
Material cost as per budget is 44,352.
352. Yeah.
Now actual cost, actual material cost,
So
actual resource
actual,
to actual quantity.
yeah, 57,480 into
Actual
0.78.
rate is 0.78. So you get
Yeah,
44,834.
834. Yeah,
Okay, fine. Are you with me?
yeah.
Okay, fine. Now, if you look over here and you see the proper figure, just see budgeted material cost was how much? 44,352.
Hmm.
Actual material cost is how much?
44,834.
44,834. So your
Yeah,
adverse is 482.
82. Hmm.
Okay. We calculated separately also using the price and usage variance, and we calculated like that also. That means the
Hmm.
difference between the budgets and the actual gives you your variance. This is the total variance.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Now come over here. We have to fill this missing information. And when I see over here, there is nothing that is related to labor. Is there anything?
As usual. No, nothing towards labor.
Nothing towards labor. You have your labor cost.
Yeah,
This is 1275 favorable.
yeah,
This is 9540 that is given to you.
yeah.
Okay. What would this be?
Miss, you would subtract 1275 from 9540.
1275
You
minus
subtract,
9540. Yeah. So
it
you
will
will get
give you,
865.
yeah,
Okay. What it was favorable. So 9540 should have been favorable.
yeah,
This should have been adverse. So only you will
yeah,
get favorable answer.
yeah.
Okay. Now variable overheads.
Same thing. You just, instead of subtracting, you add it onto your,
3720 minus 920.
no, no, add,
Why add?
because it's adverse.
Okay, so it is adverse.
Yeah,
Adverse 920.
yeah.
So 3720 plus
8080.
20. 3780 plus 920. So this is
4700.
1700. Now,
Cost of goods sold.
okay. How do you get cost of goods sold?
Okay, so budgeted cost of, so miss,
Revenue
the budgeted,
minus direct material minus direct labor minus variable
hmm,
cost of goods sold. Sales minus cost of sales. Sales minus cost of sales will give you what?
gross profit.
Yeah, cost of goods sold. Huh? So find me the cost of goods sold. How will you find the cost of goods sold? Direct
You
material
just,
plus
that,
direct labor plus variable production overheads will give you the cost of goods sold.
yeah,
Hmm?
yeah, yeah.
So find the cost of goods sold. Material,
Yeah,
labor, and overheads added.
3780. 5767 to
44,352 plus 9540 plus 3780 is giving you how much? 57,672.
50. Yeah,
I hope you're sitting with your calculator.
yeah, yeah. 8 to
Hmm.
6 5.
How about this?
57,799.
57,799.
Yeah,
Will you calculate the variance for cost of goods sold? They
yeah.
give a
You
dash.
just,
Have they asked you to calculate?
yeah.
Where?
No, no, no. There's no letter, so they didn't
There's
ask
no
you to
letter.
calculate.
Now you can find the gross profit and you can find the profit for the year. I will
Yeah,
pause the video, try figure out. and understand what you're doing. Come on, let's do it. So revenue minus the cost of sales.
Yeah,
Cost of sales is 57,672. We'll give you the
mm,
gross profit. What is the gross profit?
4648.
17,568.
Yeah, minus 12,920.
This is profit for the year, 4,648. Come on over here for the actuals. What is the gross profit?
Actual gross profit is 18,911.
15,971.
No, miss, that's wrong.
Let me check.
Yeah,
Actual revenue is how
it's
much?
actual revenue is 76,710.
73,770.
No, miss, the variance is adverse. When it's adverse, you add it on
1 minute. Budgeted was
7,5,240.
75 to 40.
Yeah.
And actuals you don't know. The
Uh-huh.
variance is adverse. Okay.
So you
That
add it.
means you expected to sell at a higher price.
Higher price, yeah.
Okay, but you sold at a lower price.
How?
Yeah?
No, miss, your sales were
When
higher
will you get adverse? When will you get adverse?
when you said lesser.
When you
Oh
sell
yeah.
lesser. Are you with me?
Yeah, yeah,
If you are doing 75 to 40 ma- plus 1470, your sales is
You
becoming
you
more.
make a more, yeah, yeah.
So this is, and
70,
this cannot lead to an adverse variance, right?
yeah, 73 cents.
So 75 to 40 minus 1470, your sales is how much? 73,770.
Yeah, so it'll come up to 15,971 gross
Yes.
profit.
From the gross profit, cost of goods sold minus the gross profit. Now fixed overheads. You don't know your fixed overheads. It's
Yeah.
favorable.
Yeah. So you subtract it.
Sorry,
You subtract it from your budgeted.
12,920 minus 660. 12,216. That means you expected that you would do more expenses,
Mm-hmm.
but you did less. Always
Mm.
check like that.
Yeah.
That is how you got 660 favorable.
Yeah.
Okay. Now gross profit minus your fixed overheads will give you a profit for the year, which will become 3711.
1 1. Yeah, 3711.
I'll pause the. Now our next question over here is explain one possible reason for adverse variance for variable production overheads. You see your variable production overheads?
Mm-hmm.
It has an adverse variance of 9,920.
Right. Yeah.
So this is adverse and this might have been favorable. Yeah?
Mm. Yeah.
That means you expected to spend 3780 for production overheads.
Your
But you
production
ended
overheads.
up, actually,
Yeah.
you ended up spending more.
Yeah.
So there is an adverse variance for variable production overheads.
Mm.
That means indirect cost is happening more.
Yeah.
More indirect variable cost.
No need to specify which one.
They want reason. What could be the reason for this variance?
More number of materials were used to produce the whatever they produce.
What they produced? It is a
The
steel company that
the
produces
scaffold
steel
tubes.
scaffold tubes. The
Yeah.
best
So
reason that you could give is that maybe the maintenance cost was more.
okay.
Maybe the maintenance cost was more.
So, Miss, do
So
you
there was
specify like maintenance, or
wastage.
do you just write more indirect variable
You
cost?
can write more indirect production overheads, or there was more wastage,
Hmm.
leading to extra expense.
Okay.
See, main thing is that you have done some extra expense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you expected to spend less, you spent more. That is the
Yeah.
reason you are having an adverse variance, and it's just for 2 marks. Are you with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Now evaluate the performance of Baulat Steel for the month of April. I want to evaluate the performance of this company for the month of April. Come on, tell me.
Okay. Uh, you could easily just mention that the material usage was not good as there were more
See, first you see it's
actual
for six
quantity.
for 6 marks.
Yeah, yeah. So, Miss, first you would mention the material usage. So you would say it's
Yeah,
adverse due
yeah.
to
You
more
material
actual,
usage variance is adverse.
yeah,
You
due
expected
to
to use less kgs,
less material,
used,
but you ended up using more.
but you
So
use more
that would,
and you give the quantity also.
yeah, you write on the
Okay.
stats. Yeah, and then
Then you
another
will
one
say
you could,
about the material price.
yeah,
Material price became favorable.
yeah, as we were expecting to spend more than the
We
actual rate,
expected to pay. We expected to pay how much? Point
zero
zero
point
point
zero
eight
0.02 more,
0.80. But we
or
got the material for
0.78, so which reduced
0.78
the rate by
in a
0.02.
favorable variance.
Yeah,
But if you see that you spent less, you spent
yeah.
less for the material. But
Hmm.
because of this cheaper material, you ended up using more quantity, giving you an overall adverse variance. Can you see that?
Yeah,
So this
because
is not
uh,
good performance by Batul Steel.
yes, the performance is not doing good as they were not able to focus
Yes, that's
or
it. Performance is not good because the material, cheaper material led to more wastage. That much only, not too much you have to say. 6 months.
okay.
Labor. The
Yeah,
labor cost showed a favorable variance.
yeah,
Okay. Labor cost showed which variance? Favorable variance. It
favorable
may be
variance.
because of the efficiency of the worker.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Fixed overheads or the overheads, fixed overheads. Fixed overheads showed which variance?
favorable.
Favorable variance.
So less expenditure.
Maybe you managed to, maybe Batul Steel managed to get discounts in cost.
Yeah,
Okay. Discounts in fixed costs. So this is the performance of Batul. So when you're talking about performance, you have to speak about the variance. Now you have
yeah,
to understand one thing, that you don't only speak about one variance, speak about at least three. So there is an overall positive performance
yeah.
because your net profit overall is positive, right?
Mm,
So with this we complete the May June 2023. This is question number 4.
yeah.